Well, we have a rumor video for you today. I love a good rumor video, but these rumors are pretty convincing. There is a lot of evidence to back them up. Well, a couple of pieces of evidence at least. Chase may be about to hike the annual fee on their popular Sapphire Reserve card and bring in a load of coupon book style credits that cardholders will need to use to offset that new huge annual fee. Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel I cover US credit cards, personal finance, and luxury travel. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe. But let's get into it. And this video is brought to you by Silo, who are offering up to $5,000 in annual bonuses for using their brokerage services, but more on that later. Okay, so the Chase Sapphire Reserve launched in 2016 with a 100,000 point welcome bonus and a $450 annual fee, which is pretty standard for that tier of credit card at the time. And the card was so popular that Chase actually ran out of the metal cards and had to temporarily issue plastic ones to some cardholders. I got the card that year and I used the bonus for a 3-night stay at the W Hotel in Taipei, Taiwan. Then in 2020, coincidentally when I was in Taipei again at the Regent Hotel, Chase raised the annual fee to $550, adding in a couple of benefits in the process. But now in 2025, we have the news that the annual fee may be going up to $795, a full $100 more than the Platinum card from Chase's arch rival, American Express. So how do we know this? Well, let's check out a post on Reddit that explains it. So here is the Reddit post. I just upgraded my preferred to the Reserve over the phone, and my representative told me that the annual fee was $550. I heard that they may lower it if you ask, so I did, and she said that she couldn't. She then said I was fortunate to have this fee as they are raising the annual fee to $795. When I asked her why it was being raised and what the new benefits would be to offset it, she said, "I don't even know why I told you that. I wasn't supposed to say." She would not really elaborate much further except for claiming that there would be increased statement credits allegedly valuing $2,700. Has anyone heard of this? So, it's getting juicy. That post talks about how the annual fee is apparently being raised as per a representative accidentally blurting it out. But now let's look at more evidence that reps are indeed training on the new rebranded Reserve and what the benefits will actually be, since we do have a full list of the supposed leaked benefits. But first, I love delivering great value to you guys, and that is why I have partnered with Silo, a company I personally have an account with, to bring you the opportunity to earn up to an extra $5,000 per year. Interested? Keep listening. Silo is looking to disrupt the brokerage industry by becoming the first cashback brokerage. They saw all of these other brokerages, not naming any names, giving one-off deposit bonuses or free stocks worth like $2 each to new users, and they knew that they could do better. Thus, they will match all of the money in your brokerage account, whether it is invested or sitting there as cash, by 1% every year for life, up to $5,000 per year in cashback. So let's say you invest in the S&P 500, which averages at 8% a year. Well, now you have 9%. Or putting it in simpler terms, if I have $100,000 in a Silo account invested in the S&P 500, I will on average get $8,000 in returns per year. Now, that's going to be $9,000. For this deal, there is a monthly fee of $10, but that means you only have to have an account size of $12,000 to offset that monthly fee. If you are a serious investor who is growing their portfolio over several decades, that extra 1% will literally add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Silo allows you to buy US stocks, ETFs, and corporate and US government bonds. Investments are held with interactive brokers, and your money is SIPC and FDIC insured. So if you want to earn up to $5,000 every single year, don't wait. Use my link below, silomarkets.com/Ben, and start investing today. All right, so back to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Here is Exhibit 1, a photo of a computer screen that seems to show a Chase internal training course that trains phone reps or other bankers on how to talk about the new Sapphire Reserve card. You can see the person completed it on May 8th, and it says learn about updates to the Sapphire Reserve, including why the product is changing. Now, the person who originally uploaded this photo actually deleted their account. Maybe they were scared they would be tracked down by their boss, but you can see at the top here, it was originally shared in the Chase Sapphire community, which is a subreddit. However, another Reddit user reposted all the information that was shared along with this photo, which basically outlines all of the rumored credits, presumably what this person, who I'm guessing is a Chase employee, learned in that course on the new Sapphire Reserve. We're going to go through all of those supposed benefits now. So here is the list of changes as posted on Reddit. Annual fee goes from $5.50 to $7.95. Authorized user fee goes from $75 up to $195. Whew, that's a lot. Then you get 8 points per dollar on Chase travel hotels and cars, 8 points per dollar on Chase travel flights, 4 points per dollar on direct flights and hotels. I guess that's flights booked directly with airlines, not like direct flights that go directly from one city to another. Then 3 points per dollar on dining. That's same as currently, and 1 point per dollar on other travel, and I guess everything else. 1 point per dollar on other travel is actually a downgrade. Okay, it used to be 3 points per dollar. It is currently 3 points per dollar. But I guess you're getting a massive upgrade on flights through Chase, 8 points per dollar, and you're also getting 4 points per dollar booking flights directly and hotels directly. For contrast, the Amex Platinum is 5x on flights direct with airlines and through Amex Travel. So Chase is slightly under that on direct bookings, but you do get 4x on hotels too, which Amex Platinum doesn't have. You only get 5x on hotels if they're prepaid through Amex Travel. And then you also get 8 points per dollar on Chase Travel, which is better than what the Platinum card offers on Amex Travel. So, you know, some of those benefits would be better and some are slightly worse, but it's all pretty competitive. All right, now let's move on to the credits and the other benefits. You get a $500 edit credit, and that's $250 semi-annually, and that's a hotel portal run by Chase. It's kind of, well, we'll talk about that in a moment. You get a $300 dining credit via Sapphire Reserve tables, $250 semi-annually. I guess that is a typo. I think it's probably $150 semi-annually. $300 StubHub credit, $150 semi-annually. $300 DoorDash credit, that's $25 per month. A $120 DoorDash membership, $250 towards Apple TV Plus and Apple Music, a $220 Lyft credit, which is given out as a 5% rebate on rides, maximum $10 per month, I'm guessing, $120 Peloton credit, and that's also 10x, $10 per month. I'm guessing that's 10% back, maybe up to $10 per month. Not totally sure what that means. Now this seems actually like a very generous list, and for me, I could probably easily offset a $795 annual fee. I mean, using just the hotel credit and the current travel credit of $300 would already be $800 in value. If you don't know, that hotel credit is for Chase's hotel program that is very similar to the Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts collection. It gives you similar benefits like free breakfast, room upgrades, late checkout, etc. Then we have 3 more $300 credits, so that's another $900 in potential value, and then a few more credits from $120 up to $250. So if you add up all of these, and then you add them to the 3 $300 credits and the $500 edit credit and the current $300 travel credit, you get $2,310 in value. But that is not the end. There are several more credits and benefits that you only get if you spend $75,000 in a year. And that $75,000 figure sounds familiar. Oh right, that is the amount you have to spend on Amex cards to unlock benefits like free guests in the Centurion Lounge. Anyway, let's take a look at them. So, after spending $75,000 in a year, you will get a $500 Southwest credit, Southwest A-list status, IHG One Rewards Diamond Elite status, and $250 The Shops credit. No idea what that one is. So that's an additional $750 in credits. So if you add that in, that gets you to $3,060. Although, if you minus the current $300 travel credit, that brings us back down to $2,760. So that is probably what the rep meant when he or she said $2,700 in value. I would also be very happy to see IHG Diamond status. That is their highest status. I don't think you can get that from any other credit card, and it's the only level that gets you free breakfast. At the Intercontinental Hotel in New York that I stayed at last Friday, the breakfast was $47 per person, so free breakfast would really save me a lot of money. I would, though, like to see the card offer maybe Platinum Elite status without spending $75,000 per year, and then if you do spend $75,000, you get upgraded to Diamond. Maybe that is how it will work anyway, I just don't know. And Southwest A-list gets you a load of benefits like priority boarding, etc. Only downside is you have to fly Southwest. I'm not really into Southwest, guys, you can probably tell. I'm not into their no frills service, and I'm not really convinced that this is the best fit for a premium credit card either, that is supposedly aimed at more middle class and wealthy individuals. Kind of like how the Walmart Plus credit on the Amex Platinum sticks out like a sore thumb. But that said, many millennials and Gen Zers do have the Amex Platinum for the purpose of improving their travel experience, even though they are not that well off. So that could be the case here too. All right, guys, those are the rumored new benefits. What do you think of them? To be honest, it looks quite generous to me, so I'm wondering how legit this is. I guess we do have two sources for this. We have the person who shared the photo and the list of benefits, and then we have the other person who was on the phone and got the little tip off from the rep. So that is two separate sources. However, Doctor of Credit did also say we haven't been able to verify this with any of our normal Chase sources as of yet. So, take this as just a rumor, and I guess we will wait and see if it comes to be. We will, of course, put out a new video as soon as we know more information. All right, guys, that is the video for today. Please subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to get up to $5,000 in cash back per year on your brokerage account balance with Silo by clicking my link below. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.